The Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jesse, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taman.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taman.
Hey, everybody. I am John Taman. I am the world's worst podcast host. As you can tell by me banging my frickin' table right there and moving my microphone, I don't even know the difference between these things. It's been bad since Sunday evening. Losing to the Cowboys hurts. Losing that bad hurts even worse. And I can see the numbers are starting to come up right here. Look, over right on X right now, I just posted up and said, come on in, win fabulous prizes. I just want to go right ahead and say there's no prizes, but thanks for joining us anyway. If you have a problem with that, you can call our lawyers. Anyway, over there's my good friend from. Oh, he's over here. Shit. Why don't you get on the right side sometimes? All right, there's Jesse. Yeah. You know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You know he's here. All right, now I gotta say it's gotta suck when we play such upbeat music for you when you come on after a fucking loss like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad one, and I just don't know where we're gonna go from here.
I could get some like Swedish death metal, some of the real hardcore shit, some of that Viking shit. Yes, right. Yes, the thing that makes me want to call a plumber. Fuck, he's either got something stuck in his throat or somebody do the Heimlich. That did suck. Anyway, right down there at the bottom of the screen right there. As soon as I find his introduction video, because I'm lost in my own fucking thing again. Here I am. Oh, there he is. It's Scott Hartley. Now, Scott, over in London or England, you were in London.
I was in London, yeah.
You were in London. I asked you to take pictures. You did. I have no time to put them together for anything for this podcast, so hopefully by Friday we'll get them up there. I usually do that kind of stuff while I'm watching the game, so Thursday night I'll be doing that. What was it like watching this game in the hotel room in London while you're trying to pitch woo with the wife?
Yeah, she was.
The woo was gone before they left the game.
Wow. You'd think that just seeing Trevor Lawrence would do it, but watching him flounder all over the field was no good. Actually.
Oh my word, it was awful. Yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I met Aled. He sat next to me with his friend Chris, which was great. We met Richard Cameron, so shout out to them both. He loves an away game, does Aled? He's always always there. But
well, considering we had him with the draft, and he lives like this close to a major highway, going right past his window. I'm sure he's happy to get out of the house.
Probably, Pete. Probably, to be fair. But no, it was good. It was good crack. Lots of Commanders fans there, actually. A lot getting dapped up, which was good, but sparse. There was loads of every jersey you could possibly see. It's the first London game I've done. Wife hated the game, obviously, and we left with about 6 minutes to go. So I was like, "Right, are you calling this now?" And she was like, "We ain't going to score, so yeah, we'll get on the train."
Oh, but then
and then they did score, yeah. So by the time we were halfway around London, I flicked the score on and went, "You've scored," and they went, "Oh, okay then." So yeah, we got out before the crowd started to leave, but I'll be honest with you, there was probably a good 10,000 of us left at that point. So it was what it was. But when you're 35-0 down, it's a long day from
It's
there.
brutal. It really is. And I don't know, because you weren't watching it on television, obviously, but they did put some statistics out in which Matthew Stafford, I think in NFL history, he's the quarterback that has kicked Trevor Lawrence's ass the most in London. Isn't that what he
He's got the
said?
he's got the most ever most ever touchdowns in an international game so far.
No, I think it was tied to Trevor Lawrence. I think he got his foot so far up Trevor Lawrence they could only count one of his cleat on the back of a heel.
But it was good. It was good. It was good to see. And then watching this game in the hotel room, it's not a great experience, to be honest with you.
Especially in a hotel room.
I was fuming.
As you can't get too loud.
Everyone was. Yeah, it's difficult. So I decided I'd go downstairs into the reception, sit in one of the comfy chairs, and watch it from there, so I could listen to voice notes and such. But yeah, it was one of them. It was one of them.
Right. People are trying to come in and go to this nice hotel, and there's this fucking lunatic in the. What do you mean that pass interference?
Exactly that. Yeah. Exactly that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Anyway, let's say hello to some people here. Hey, Paul Wheeler. Paul Wheeler says hello. Nice to see you.
Hello. Evening, Paul. Evening, James.
Yeah, James says hello. James says this is the first time he's ever turned off the game before it's finished. I'm glad to have missed the fourth quarter. You know,
me too, James.
I can't remember the last time. I mean, I watch it. I don't care. I think the last time I turned the game off before it was finished is because I had to go to one of Max's Little League games. I think that was why. But other than that, nah, I don't treat them like, a porno movie. You never watch it.
I started after that pick six. I started just not paying attention, just doing shit around the house, and I was done.
He was jerking it. All right. All right. We might as well dive into this football game, and let's go ahead and pull up. Well, let's see. Is there anybody else to say hello to? Paul and James. Anybody else that wants to come on into the chat and discuss things with us? We'd be glad to. We are watching videos at Jesse's house about dog toys, and if you didn't know, a sock on the floor is considered a toy. So if you're going to be doing, like I said, Jesse's over there right now making sure they're not getting into his DVD collection. Because if you're going to be like Jesse later and have a sock next to you for quick use or retrieval, you don't want the dog taking it. All right. Let's see here. We're going to go with first fast thoughts here. So, Jesse, what do you got?
Trash.
All right. Scotty.
When is this defense ever going to get better?
Yeah, I can't say anything better than that. So I'll just say garbage that won't get better. Just go ahead. You might as well start off, Jesse. You were very vague about trash. Where's the trash that you see this week?
It's sitting up, in the coach's booth up top, and by the name of Joe Witt. We applaud Quinn for being a good coach. He's well respected around the league, but he might be too respected because I don't think he's going to get rid of any coaches during season. He's loyal to a fault, and that sucks. We need a change. We need some sort of change because it's getting worse. It's not getting better.
You're right. And I mean, and now we've lost Dorrance Armstrong for the season. So it's not going to get better up front either.
I'll throw some blame to AP too. Listen, I was thinking about this today. That pick for a right tackle instead of an edge rusher, I'm sorry.
It may be haunting us right now.
It is.
All right.
It is, because Ezraku was right there for the taking, and he was beating the shit out of us yesterday. And Connor Lee was awful. On Sunday. Connor Lee was awful on Sunday.
He was terrible. That's right. He had a bad game against the Cowboys, and that young Mr. Connolly, that'll get you badly fucking hated quickly. As if this fan base couldn't find people to hate enough. Scotty, you said it was, what did you say?
I just said, when is this defense ever going to get better?
Oh, okay. So go ahead and go with that.
I can tell you how it could get better. And initially, I think Joe Witt is quite clearly on the hot seat. We wanted him fired last week, especially after this week.
I wanted him fired last year.
No. I mean, in all honesty, there's ways around it, and the first way around it is to look at personnel changes, which I'm sure we'll get into. You can. There are a few veterans out there that you could also sign to make things a little bit easier on the back end. You've got to start going younger, man. Bobby Wagner's done. He's finished. I'm not trying to
get hurt.
No, he didn't get hurt, and he didn't.
I thought he got hurt during the game.
No, they just put in McGee instead. We've drafted people like McGee. We've got K-Ho, who's quite speedy. We've got no edge rushers now, so the idea is you bring Luvu down to be a full-time edge rusher because that's all we can do at the minute.
Martin came in and played well.
Yeah, he did, but at the same time, you got to go with youth and speed now because Wagner's not got it. We know he's a Hall of Famer. We know he can still tackle. We know he's always going to be top of the tackle sheets, but it's the scheme as well has to change.
How about let's not put Bobby Wagner in?
Jesse, I get you.
You know, use Bobby Wagner where he's good and not drop him off in coverage. You can scheme that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, you can.
If this dumbass guy on a couch can fucking scheme that, a goddamn NFL coach should be able to scheme that.
But what I'm saying is you need personnel changes as well as scheme changes to do something to give you a bit of a spark. Because if this continues, the season's done.
Right. You can't keep trying to stick round pegs into square holes. And, you know, they can scream injuries all they want. But you're right. You can do something. And, I mean, the word scheme is going to get us yelled at by Linnell Willingham. I hope you know that. He's a real
Linnell. Let's just stop that right there. Linnell Willingham is the biggest trash on fucking radio.
Linnell.
Shut up! Shut up! Sit the fuck down and shut up!
Shut up and sit down.
Will you shut up?
Just sit your ass down here and shut up.
Yeah, don't be telling people how to fucking think about what they're looking at on the goddamn screen. When it is not working week after week after week after week after week, and it's the same things and the same things and the same things. I don't give a fuck if you think that makes somebody a goddamn freaking sit at home and know nothing idiot because you're on the fucking radio. There's a scheme problem there. And part of the scheme problem is constantly I'm seeing them missing pass-offs. Their tackling is piss poor. Right, but when you're talking about missing pass-offs constantly, missing on communication issues, then they don't fucking get the scheme. Somebody's not teaching them the scheme right.
Exactly.
So,
I think a lot of this falls on Quinn.
With that shit. You know what? We can see what the fuck we see. Go ahead. Sorry, I had me a nice little moment there.
I'm having the moment with you, John, because a lot of this falls on Quinn. I'm glad Quinn is our head coach. I right now I wouldn't want anybody else, but I think he's too much of a nice guy. He's letting Witt out to dry, and he's not doing anything about it. And something must be done.
What about this guy, Tommy Donatel? He's the defensive backs coach, and I think the biggest problems that we have are in the defensive backfield. Bobby Wagner is what Bobby Wagner is. And if you want to scheme something for Bobby Wagner, what you say is, no matter what, you fucking rush the quarterback if it's a pass. Just go in there, all right? Yeah. And if somebody else has to cover that zone, cover that fucking zone, all right? We'll have to take that weakness and take the chance that he'll get to the quarterback because he can't run with anybody. He can run at people.
Listen, I want Bobby on the field.
He can run at people, like I said.
But I want him in the right spot, man. I don't want him fucking chasing after a fucking wide receiver or a running back or a fucking tight end. That's not his game right now. He's way too old fucking to do that. He could sit and do what – listen, we did this with London Fletcher. You know, he had to evolve. His later years – on this team, and he was still productive on this team in his later years. You got to do the same thing with Bobby. You can't fucking just put fucking square pegs in round holes because the same fucking thing is going to happen over and over and over.
That's exactly what it is, which means scheme. So for you, Linnell,
sit down and shut the fuck up. Shut up! Shut up! Sit the fuck down and shut up!
Shut up and sit down.
Will you shut up?
Just sit your ass down here and shut up.
Thank you.
Do we want to start with Lattimore?
You know, that's the thing.
This marries the scheme. Like, look, we can place blame on Lattimore. Guess what? He's going to give up fucking pass. His helmet
is like a fucking siren. Woo! As soon as any quarterback steps up to the line, they look and they see he's 1-on-1.
But we always want to place blame on Lattimore. How about Sanders still? How about Amos? They're trash too.
No, they're not. No, they are not. You're talking absolute
Amos
shite.
Is not playing so bad.
Amos is not bad. No way. Not a chance.
They're all trash. And you know why they're trash? Because they have a trash fucking scheme.
I understand that, but why is Lattimore playing press man when everyone else is playing zone? It's fucking. Why is he running into Quan Martin?
The same reason.
What the hell is going on?
You're making my point there, Scott. You're making my point.
I'm saying it is, but the coach is not telling him to play that. The coach is not telling him to play like that.
Obviously,
the coach is not telling him to sit 5 yards off.
every single play. Of course he is. They get the play call.
They sat.
They do. You
off
are correct.
3rd and 1 and gave up a slant just like that. It wasn't the third one. It was a second.
3rd and 17. We gave up.
We give up everything. We're the worst in the league in giving up big plays.
He is Benjamin St. Just with a decent career behind him. That is all he is. He's awful. It's one of the worst trades we've ever had.
I can't disagree.
He is shocking. I take him out of the out of the lineup now, right, and just I'd cut him. I'd cut him tomorrow.
You may be right, but everybody, Sanderstill. Why doesn't anybody blame Sanderstill?
Because obviously it's coaching. This is why.
It is. All right, it is coaching.
The problem here is
because he's worse.
Hold on a minute. They're trying. Witt keeps trying to do things with these guys that they are unable to fucking do, and he is unable to adapt to anything. Whether it's these guys are in zone and they've got Lattimore over there in a fucking man coverage, doesn't make any difference. They have their pick. The quarterbacks have their pick as to what they can do whenever they want to do it. And this comes back to where's our play calling coming from? Where's our scheme? Because they are obviously always in the wrong fucking configuration because every quarterback that steps to the line goes, oh, and bip. Let me here. This is the way it goes. We fucking scored at the end of the goddamn first half, and we're down by 5 points with the ball coming out in the half. All right, there was 40 seconds left. We kick off. We give them the ball at the 28-yard line. We stop them. We fucking sack them on first down, throw them back to the 21-yard line with 31 seconds on the clock. And they scored in 21 seconds.
Yeah,
that's true.
Instantly said, look, over there. There's fucking Lattimore.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's done now as the player he was.
And they ran the ball for 30 fucking yards right up the gut. And I'm telling you, Quan jumped on his back and rode him like a horse for 13 yards before he fell off. He didn't make a tackle. No. He fell off. Fucking hell.
I think Lattimore's an easy target. You know, Lattimore is an easy target when there's so much more problems than Lattimore on this.
Whatever it is, I don't care.
Mine's terrible.
The fact is, when they want a play, they go at him, and they get it.
Do you think then, again, Jesse, coming back to your coaching point, which I don't disagree with you, I just think Lattimore is getting targeted. That's what we see. He's a PI machine. He's got no guaranteed money at the end of this season. Get rid. He's done.
Test.
That's my opinion. Yeah, you're okay. Right. I'm just looking at when we think about it, to Samra's still point, when we heard Witt say we're going to put people in the right positions for what they should be doing, is it the fact that he's gone back into the slot that's caused the problem? Because he was serviceable last year on the outside.
He was very good.
Do you put him back on the outside instead?
But did they keep him in press coverage like that last year? Did they have better safety play last year? Because Quan has
still played in a pro style system against really good competition when he was at Michigan. In the slot, he was excellent, and 1 year away from it, he shouldn't be this bad.
No.
Again, I go back to scheme. This is a terrible scheme. They're not putting players in positions to succeed. This is worse than Del Rio. I'd rather have Del Rio right now than fucking Joe Witt.
No. You shush your mouth. You don't even know what you're saying.
Better defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but Jesse's
we had a better defense with Jack Del Rio than what we have right now.
Better is a relative term when it comes to this. We are tasting turds, my friend, and I am not going to tell you that one's better than any of them. And that's that.
Do you think? Would you take Lattimore out the side, Jesse? Genuinely, or is it because we haven't got anyone? I would put Mikey on the outside and put Jones in the middle, or Noah Ryan.
Okay, look, I don't watch all 22, and I don't see enough on the screen to be able to tell you how often those safeties are making the mistake and not getting over the cover. All right, because all I'm seeing when it comes to our safeties is unbelievably bad play.
We've had issues ever since halfway through when what's his name got hurt.
Harris.
Yeah. I think
Harris
he
got hurt. Tucker Kraft was having a fucking night.
Yeah, but that's not all on him.
No,
that's also on Bobby Wagner not being able to cover.
Not putting in the right spot.
Tight end. I think again, this goes back to the Rivera days when there's not enough toys in the bin to be able to make up for bad coaching decisions. Okay,
right?
Like you'd have to have a team full of all-stars, and we have a kind of an older defense, I guess. Bobby Wagner brings that age up, but when you have when you have incompetency at the top, that shit fucking rolls downhill.
Yeah, we got to hit this one more time. Thanks, Ron.
So yeah, we can blame AP. I think there's some moves that AP did that or were understandable at the time. That you look back and you're like okay, like Lattimore,
yeah,
okay.
Like Lattimore.
But
everybody was happy for that.
There's blame to go on Lattimore. Absolutely, I'm not trying to be in Lattimore's corner, but what I'm trying to say is it's more than just Lattimore. But
it is.
He's the easy fucking target.
Well, because he's the guy that's out there on his own.
He fucking sucks. Listen, that one bomb to fucking Pickens, that was a beautiful fucking pass. I don't think any goddamn corner in the league would have been able to do anything
where he came
more
over the back
shoulder. But he got shit on.
Yeah.
But a series earlier, fucking Sanders still looked like he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like almost every other play. When you go back and watch the fucking all 22.
So that's what I'm saying. Would you put him back outside where he was quite effective last year?
No.
Put Noah I in the
because
middle?
I don't think
put Noah I
or Jonathan Jones.
Listen, I would bench Sanders still before anybody in that defensive back room.
You know what? I would tell you this. The defensive backs and what brings it back to
he's
me.
Bad.
Wait. It's coaching, okay? Because here's the bottom line. They have been better, all right? Not just veterans or somebody like, Lattimore, who we might have been fooled with some tape and didn't realize how serious this hamstring was going to affect the rest of his career, or whatever is going on with him. Guys like Mikey, who came in as a rookie last year and excelled. Guys like Quan, who had been playing well and getting better. These guys have gone backwards in a hurry. So when you see as much collapse from players that could play and now can't play, I have to look at what are you teaching them? You saw, and they're overthinking things. You saw the other day, fucking Quan, was it last week or this week? Quan with a fill trying to fucking stop a running play. It was just the worst thing you'd ever see. They're running into each other in the fucking secondary like the fucking
we've seen on multiple
Lamb, for fuck's sake, they took each other out
multiple times a game.
All the time.
In every game this season, not just one time a game, but multiple times a game, defensive backs are running into each other. That is not a fundamental problem. That is a coaching fucking problem.
Well, I mean, that's 100% fundamentals, and that's what I mean when I say fundamentals, the base bottom part of football skill. All right, and when they're
that's coaching.
Tackling,
they're not in the positions that they're supposed to be in.
And when they're not reading correctly. All right, they're not passing off correctly. They're not communicating correctly, and when all of them are that bad at it, the coach has to look at themselves. There's no other fucking way to put it. You can't just look over there and go, all of you guys suck. All right, which I'm hearing now on our favorite social media. Oh, it's just everybody sucks. No, they don't just all of them suck. All right, you got to put them in better position to win. Injuries on offense have been decimated. All right, on defense, we lost Harris, and now we've lost Dorrance Armstrong. And that's really it.
Yeah.
And
our defense was shitty before we lost them too.
Our
defense was bad before we lost those two.
The defensive end, with the big hands and shit. He played one great game against the Giants. Wise. Gone so quick, I don't even know his name. So, there has to be a change made. All right. Mm-hmm. Quinn has got, if he's going to be Mr. Loyal, all right, which I will remind everybody who's old as me, That was Norv Turner's biggest problem. He didn't know when to get rid of somebody that was dragging him down. Hey, what's up, Ron? Well, I'll read that in a second. If he's going to do that, then he's got to take Joe Witt back in the equipment room and chew that motherfucker's ass from one side of that goddamn building to the next.
Witt needs to be washing jockstraps and not
if he doesn't get this shit better right now.
I do not disagree with you at all. I think that is the way, but I just think you can make personnel changes.
He should fire him
before he does things, because he's too loyal to a man. As you said, he's going to try and change it up on the personnel side. Otherwise, you need to take people out the firing line, because then he's going to give him a chance, which is beyond me why he's getting a chance. But we could easily lose these next 3 games. Easy.
Oh, it's not easily. We are going to lose these next 3 games. Everybody needs to be prepared for this. We might not win against Miami in Spain.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah,
let's be fucking real. There's a guy named Jalen Waddle that's going to make it's going to make it's going to make Lattimore, Sanders Still, and Amos look like a Three Stooges.
If Tua was flying the plane to Spain, they'd land that motherfucker in South Africa. He wouldn't know where it's going. He doesn't know what to do. All right, that's the big thing right there. Shane could scare us. Yeah, what did Ron say? Ron and Indian Lakes.
I want to get to this. Yeah, go ahead.
Fans seem to be in favor of trading draft capital for an edge rusher. I would rather trade McLaurin and Luvu to build some draft capital. That's an excellent segue. Thanks, Ron, because I did want to talk about that. The trade deadline is coming up.
Too.
Let's real quick just go around the room with the bongos and just go buy or sell. Ready, go.
Fucking fire sell. Anybody, whatever you can get. Sell.
All right. Go ahead, Scotty. What do you want?
Both. Buyers and sellers.
Of course, Scott. Of course.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can sell players when they're at the top. Jerome Payne, see ya.
You know that's what. Go ahead, John. You didn't do your.
Oh, I'm all about sell. I'm all about sell. I don't think we can sell McLaurin. Sorry, listen, we're not going to sell that contract now.
It's not that big of a contract. Of course,
it's not. But with the injury, they are just not going to be able to get anything for him. I don't want to give up on Terry.
We can get a 3rd round pick, absolutely, 100%, and do it. Fucking run to the goddamn.
Deron Payne, yeah. You know, I could
you sell whatever you can get, because listen, we still have Jaden under a rookie contract, and we could turn this around quickly next year. Absolutely, 100%.
As you see last year. I mean, this year, look, you got to take this into account, all of you fans out there that are whining about everything. The injury bug has hit us just like it's hit a lot of teams. And whether anybody, I hate when people look at that and go, you're just making excuses. No, that's a fact of life in the NFL. All right. Injuries are the single biggest determining factor of the entire season. All right. You can pick who you want to have to go to the Super Bowl, and they might be the best favorite in the world, and injuries could take them right the fuck out of it.
San Francisco's fucking been injured for.
That's right. You can pull one out.
They're injured. They're injured right now, and they're fucking awesome.
They're playing very well, and you can pull one outlier out and say, well, why can't everybody do this? Well, if everybody could do that, then injuries wouldn't matter so much, but they do, and that's a fact. So here's one thing that I've got that I want to say, all right, because I don't want to trade a lot away at all. All right, I don't want to go trade for an edge rusher right now. I don't want to make any kind of move that'll try to propel us towards a Super Bowl right now, because we're not there. I'd
make three moves, and 2 of them are free agents. CJ Gardner-Johnson, bit of a cancer in the dressing room. I know that. But is he better than Quan
He's been
Martin?
Terrible since he's left Philly.
Yeah, no.
Is he better than Quan Martin?
I don't care. Whether
he's a nickel safety.
I think it's a flip of the coin.
Okay. What about Tyler Lockett? Would you take Tyler Lockett with no wide receiver help right now? He's a free agent.
The contract he's going to bring in.
As of 4 o'clock
he's also
today,
97 years old.
He is.
Would you take him over what we have with Chris Moore? Yes.
I'd add him to the mix. It depends. I mean, a veteran contract when somebody is that
over
old.
Robbie Chosen.
Lockett's with Tennessee.
What's that?
Didn't Lockett with Tennessee?
No,
they just
released him at 4 o'clock today.
Yeah,
he asked to be released. Thingy's on there. What about not Shaheed? What's his name? The New Orleans wide receiver.
Chris Olave.
Didn't we go this? Oh, Christopher Olave.
Yeah, he's
Olave had 2 touchdowns.
He's on the trade block. So's Jacoby Myers at the Raiders.
Myers wants a new contract.
Listen, that's going to cost assets. We don't need to give up any assets.
I'd say fuck them picks. If you're going to go all in.
No, we're not in the all in.
I go to live for today, baby.
That was last year, and you see where it got us. We are in the asset acquirement. That means picks. Give us picks. Let us get fucking.
Well, and you hold on. You just slating AP 10 minutes before, and now you're telling me that you're going to give him all these picks to do what you want with.
Were you slagging? Is that what you were doing?
For having 3 fucking picks and then
I know.
Not picking the right fucking.
Not picking the right picks.
No,
but I just watched Cam Curl and Emmanuel Forbes have fucking brilliant games.
Whatever. You know what? Like I said, you can cherry pick here and there. You put Emmanuel Forbes and Cam Curl in this defense with these people, and they're not going to do any good.
They need to get younger.
Cam Curl, I don't want to hear it. The other thing I saw the other day with Cam Curl having a great game against, fucking the Breck girl. All right, Mr. Fucking my hair is so perfect.
Who have more wins than we do.
Good
Who
Lord,
have 18 interceptions and turnovers this year.
This is fucking after every time fucks up. Oh, I know they take away the ball like nobody's business.
I know that. I know that.
The Jaguars do.
That's what I'm saying. So they've got that, and you're telling me
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Emmanuel Forbes having a game against the guy who takes his helmet off after every interception and sack and goes like
a Head and Shoulders commercial.
He does. It is.
You're right. Isn't he on a Head and Shoulders commercial?
No, that's
L'Oreal.
That's
L'Oreal
with Travis Hunter.
What's his name? The big fat Samoan guy now. The Troy Polamalu. I say he's big and fat because he is now. They dress him up like a fucking shampoo bottle, but you can see his gut coming out through that thing. I don't blame him. Go for it, Troy. You can go goddamn live on the island with a little score.
But I understood why you went like now that our offensive line is solidified, which we do have a good offensive line. Now it's time to put the pieces around and build this defense up. We need a top 20 defense at least. And then I think Jaden can because of Jaden who Jaden is, he can limit some mistakes, but he can't limit all of them. He needs a little bit of help. So we need some deep pieces on defense, and we need a receiver. Gotta have a receiver.
That brings up the old elephant. Jaden's hurt. So the MRI says what, a couple of weeks, but slight hamstring pull, maybe a week or 2.
I don't know. I haven't even been online. It's fucking
between 1 and 4 weeks. But we'll ask our expert, musculoskeletal doctor in the chat. Scouse, how long do you think this hamstring would be? How long would Jaden's hammy be? 3 to 4 weeks.
Austin with the what the fuck does that mean? Comment of the day.
Mom's legs.
Exactly. Ron's right with what I was saying. Sam Steele is better on the outside.
He played better last year on the outside, but that doesn't mean because he was a great slot.
So if you want to get better and you want to get faster and you want to get younger and you want to make a difference on defense, why are two of our fastest linebackers inactive, or McGee is getting 30% of snaps?
Hey,
why?
Maybe
they don't trust him yet.
Maybe that's a coaching.
Medrano,
everything goes back to the coaching. It goes back to that.
It's nice to think that Medrano can come in and do things.
No, I'm not saying Medrano. Cahoe's just as fast as Medrano.
Fast is one thing. Get there and make the tackle is a whole other different
thing. Tackler.
Cahoe is. How good is he at reading offenses at this level?
We're never going to know if he's a healthy scratch every game.
I know, but maybe they do know. That's the whole point. It's really not up to us. And and when Medrano was in preseason games, he was getting run around and his tackles were poor. So as much as I'd like to see somebody come in there,
4 to 6 weeks.
He's sick of listening to me, isn't he? Listen to that fucking guy down here.
Go on, John. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Look, in some cases, I have to trust the coaches in that they can tell if a guy can play or not. I don't think we have any Pro Bowlers.
Sorry, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not trusting the coaching.
I mean, it's not a matter of that, but you know what I'm saying?
Can't do it.
I don't think we have any Pro Bowlers just sitting there on the bench, right? I just don't. I mean, we might have some professional bowlers.
Why not?
You know, some guys that are out there knocking.
Put me as defensive coordinator and Scott's the new GM, and we'll get this fucking place straightened right
We'll
out.
get it rocking. We'll get it rocking.
Play them young linebackers.
No picks for 2 years. No salary cap, and 150 players on the roster. We're good.
I mean, I'm all for seeing
zero blitz every fucking play. Let's go. Fucking
Why
do
not?
That's what the Chiefs do. We're going to get to see
You know
that
what, though?
this week. They're going to
You know
zero
what, though?
every fucking play.
Just mix it up a bit. Why aren't we seeing that? You know, soft coverages. Just
When's the last time we saw
Any
Wagner blitz?
adjustments on this team. That's what. All right, I'm trying to transition to the offense.
I know you're trying to
And
transition
one of the things
into that,
about the offense right now that's really pissing me off this year is the failure to adjust to anything. Now, I asked this question earlier today, and I'm not paying any goddamn money to go, and I don't have the time today to go look up the advanced stats, but I would love to know the number of times we ran inside the tackles as opposed to outside the tackles without it being some flippity-flu fucking college option play.
I'm going to solve this right now because I know you were flipping out about it, but I'm going to solve this right now.
Solve it.
Because of our receivers were not very good. Dallas, all they did, and we did try to run outside. They just got there before he could fucking take a step.
When?
You can plainly see it fucking trying to go off tackle.
I'd love to see a chart. I'd love to see a chart. Off tackle, I mean, look,
You're not going to be able to see the chart because as soon as the ball's hand off, he's tackled.
No. I want to see
what
a
Dallas
chart.
did. What Dallas did, go watch this all 22. You can fucking see it's plain as day.
I don't have the all 22. You'll have to send it to me. But I just want to see a chart of how many runs were up the middle as opposed to trying to string them out and let Bill pick a hole, or even like set up some kind of a fucking zone read where he could cut back. The read draws or the read options that they do, the RPOs that they do. Jaden's not very good at them. He had a couple of them.
Terrible at them.
He had a couple he pulled down the other day, but he's bad at reading them. But at the same time, why not pull a fucking guard out and let's run a counter to the outside? Let's do something that
because they loaded the box.
The Cowboy, they're filled in the box. So spread them out.
They loaded the box, and you can't do this push and pull when you load the box because they're all fucking coming forward.
So our highest rushers on Sunday were both quarterbacks. Eight runs for 35 and a TD for JD. Marcus Mara. He was 13 carries for 33 yards. Terrible.
And most of them, they're just banging their face square into a wall that they know is standing.
Marcus Mariota had 2 carries for 34 yards. He was second highest. So what does that tell? What does that tell you?
Because they weren't expecting that.
Aaron,
that's why. Because they were figuring we were going to do the same thing we do every other play and just run our face right into the wall again.
Robbie Chosen isn't scaring anybody. Chris fucking Moore isn't scaring anybody. And Luke McCaffrey, sorry, he's just not scaring anybody. No. So all they did was play fucking man. Didn't even fucking play a safety.
I believe I read
and fucking just attack the run game. That was their.
I know
the plan.
I get
because nobody could scare them on the outside.
That's fine. I get that they were doing that, but when they're stacking 9 in the box, okay, fine. You don't want to pull a guard out and let them run anything like that. You can pull traps. You can do all kinds of things. You can pitch out a quick fucking pitch out and let Bill use that speed and that herky jerk on 2 guys out there instead of 10 guys in the middle.
They had the safeties in the box, so you can't do that either.
Yes, you can. You can try it. You can do something other than the same thing again and again and again. This is where I have my problem with this offense. Whenever things go wrong, he just keeps doing the same things again and again and again. All right. And I'm guaranteeing you during the course of this game, we ran way more fucking upside the middle, in between the tackles, in between the fucking guards, trying to go up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. It didn't work. Jaden wasn't throwing well. All right. He threw over fucking Zach Ertz's head. He missed Chris Moore on an out, although that would look bad.
Jaden and 2 quarters.
I wasn't sure if that wasn't more.
Threw for 191 yards, a touchdown, and ran a touchdown. I'm sorry. I'm not dissing Jaden at all.
I didn't think he had some bad throws. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the whole thing. This is what I'm getting to with that. When it comes to this fan base, 2 or 3 bad throws during a course of a football game they weren't intercepted. One of them was. Well, one of them was.
That was Marcus.
The fact of the matter is, quarterbacks are going to have a throw that's not good, right? Like the shot to Chris Moore over on the sidelines. I was bringing that up. That was not a good throw, but I can't tell if Chris Moore just sat down and didn't break over to the sidelines. I think that the play to Zach Ertz, where he just way overthrew him, that was probably the worst.
I think there was one also to Robbie Chosen, which you can't really blame him all that much. He's been here for fucking a minute.
3 days.
Might have been a miscommunication as well. But like I was saying, I'm not blaming Jaden whatsoever. I'm not blaming Cliff whatsoever. I think they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. And Dallas fucking hadn't played man all fucking year long.
They were at 47% man.
And just they
way over their usual.
They knew exactly what we had to offer, and they played for it, and they got it. But we still,
the fact is, like you said, Robbie Chosen's been there for a minute, right?
Yeah.
So they know that he doesn't know the playbook. Whatever he's going to do is fucking vanilla, right? They know that he's going to get out there and run. I mean, he's
that's why I'm saying.
Veteran. He's not going to be just running a couple of patterns here and there.
They weren't afraid to play one-on-one with them and then bring everybody else to stop the run.
And they were able to. Right. And Chris Moore ain't scaring fucking nobody.
Not at his age.
He did have a nice play that got called back, as I recall.
Yeah. He's had a couple nice catches. Yes, he's dropped pass or two. But he had a nice touchdown catch the other week.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel at wide receiver. There's no fault there, except, and I mean, even though I said after we had our first 53, our cut down to our first 53, I said on this show, I'm real nervous about the wide receiver depth. We only went into the season with 5 wide receivers. Okay, we've used them all.
Well, we didn't expect it going in.
Right? Well, nobody did. The whole
wide receiver 1, 2, and 3.
It's a drunk season.
I think even Debo being out there, you got to respect it. Your teams have to respect it. Otherwise, Debo's had a great season. Him not being there, they
don't have to do anything because they know these receivers. Yeah, Robbie Chosen is the biggest threat that's out there in terms of any kind of deep ball, but he doesn't have any knowledge of the offense yet. He can't do much. And I'm going to give him a butt pat. That's what I'm going to do, but we'll get to that in a few minutes.
Let's go ahead and get to that.
All right, we might as well then. Let's just get to it. Butt pats and head smacks. Let me turn this volume.
Fucking team.
Butt pats. Attaboy. Head smacks.
There we go. Give me a head smack. Give me a head smack.
Let's do head smacks. I don't know if we can get any butt pats.
I got a couple of butt pats, but not too many. All right, why don't we start with? Go ahead. Let's start with head smacks on offense. Go ahead, Jesse. We'll start with you.
Josh Connerly Jr.
Bad game.
Come on, man. Not only as playing, but like 2 penalties, wasn't like back-to-back series holding penalties.
And then for pretty much the half of the fourth quarter, Wiley came in for him.
Yeah. Now, if you're putting Wiley in, that's bad.
Yeah.
I wonder if he takes over. Did Quinn say anything about that? I haven't listened to any post-game shit.
No, he hasn't mentioned it at all.
No. He's not going to either unless somebody directly asks him, and then he'll evade it, which I don't have a problem with. Once again, all these people get mad because they think that they're entitled to every goddamn bit of information, and you're not.
I need to know what injury is. We're supposed to be able to tell. We need to know. We're fans. We need to know. Money for this.
Look, with the injuries that we've had, I've said this before, with the amount of injuries we've had, especially with like this weekend, where you don't know Debo's coming or going until the last minute. Keep it that way. We are playing a hand that has nothing in it, and our life is on the line. You know what I mean? We are all in, and we got nothing in our hand. So you got to pull every trick you can. And Terry hasn't talked to the media. I don't care.
That pisses me off. I'm sorry.
All right, I know you care about that. I don't care. Go ahead. Tell me why you care.
I think it's fucking low class, man. It's
low
class. He ever since he did not get what he fucking wanted, he has treated this fan base like fucking shit.
Butt pats. Attaboy.
Oh, wrong one. There we go.
No, fucking you're not on injured reserve. No. Fucking don't shy away from the fucking media.
You know what people are going to ask him? When are you coming back? And you know what he's going to say? I can't tell you. All right. I think that when
I'm working real hard. That's what we want to know.
Debo last week, all right. Debo last week, when they asked him about his availability, they asked him about his toe, his heel. They asked me about not me. He was vague in every bit of it. Well, we'll see.
Fine.
And that's my point. I've said this other times. This is almost Belichickian the way that they play these injuries, and I love it. All right, tell them nothing. If you can make everybody on the roster questionable,
fine with that. But don't fucking go hide. And that's what he's been hiding all fucking year long, except for when he was trying to put some pressure on the front office with this contract. Other than that, he's been hiding, and I think that's a bitch move.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see his Eastern Motors commercial during the game, because I do get sick and tired of all the goddamn political fucking horse shit.
God,
I couldn't give a fuck about the fucking shit you people are going through in Virginia. I don't live there. You are able to not fill my cable box here in Maryland with your fucking politics down there. I am so sick and tired.
Spielberger is
oh my God.
going to
another.
Right, let's move it along. Let's move it along. Move it along. I gotta go.
Yeah, don't get me into the middle of that shit. I get a head smack. Get out of here. Scotty, who's your head smack?
On offense,
yeah.
The only one I've got out there is Connolly that I can think of.
He's the only head smack you got on offense?
This is funny.
Well, David Clark, this Witt Jr. couldn't win a raffle if he bought all the tickets.
Agreed, David.
You know why?
I wanted to bring up the comments.
He put Marshawn Lattimore out there in charge of looking at the stubs, and he'd get burnt and lose it.
So both David and Ron there were saying Peters is to blame because instead of bringing in hungry players to complement Daniel, they paid big money for old players. And then Ron agreed with him. Now, I understand that from some perspective, but do you not think that because we were so good last year that Peters then suddenly thought, oh, shit, I've got to do something to try and get this right?
It's what the Rams did, and they bought.
And it worked.
It's how they fucking won the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, but they bought fucking guys that could play, all right? The thing that I want to remind everybody about this offseason in particular, we brought in Laramie Tunsil, right? And so far, left tackle hasn't been a problem.
The only one that hasn't worked is Lattimore. So I don't know.
Whatever. Well, here's the thing I'm going to tell everybody. If I can finish a fucking sentence and get to a period.
Can't do that.
God damn it, I'm going to. There's nobody available. All right, you can say all you want, all of you people that are out there keep yapping away about Peters. You should have done all this. Look what we did. We got these open. Who? Give me names. Who were the big fucking franchise-changing players that were out there available?
They should have sold the farm for Hendrickson. Well, guess what? He wasn't fucking available.
They weren't going to trade him. You know, so when you talk about this kind of shit, you got to root yourself in some fucking reality. You can tell me all you want about how you're going to make me the greatest fucking chocolate cake, but if I see you fishing in the toilet for your ingredients, I know it's going to be shit. You got me? So enough of all that stuff.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up! Shut up! Sit the fuck down and shut up!
Shut up and sit down.
Will you shut up?
Just sit your ass down here and shut up.
This Ron says, why do the Rams have the best young defense in the league? They didn't sell the entire farm. Well, they actually did. This was the first year they've had a first round pick in 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're just drafted well in the last three seasons.
We don't have bad players.
Jared Verse is a great player.
And we haven't drafted bad. I'm not saying Connerly's not a bad player. I'm not saying that. Okay, he's definitely the future, but I think we had something a little bit more important than a right tackle.
Hindsight's 2020. You know, the draft was what it was. We took Connerly. The rest of it, I'm more disappointed that we haven't seen Kane Medrano. All right, we don't have but limited picks. You can't fucking pick a guy.
Pick, you know.
I know he's a 5th round pick.
Sixth
or 6th. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. No, you know, Scott knows.
He's a 6th round pick. I don't think
I know, but these are the things that we're talking about. Everybody talks about Ron's draft. Well, we got some players out of Ron's draft that are playing right now and playing pretty well. Chris Paul finally came around. Right? There's everybody has hits and misses. Some guys are better at drafting.
Sometimes they take. And
some guys are better at coaching the players that they get. All right,
sometimes it takes a while for it to come around. I mean, look at Luke McCaffrey. Everybody was trying to write him, off the wall, but he's certainly. He's starting to produce for this team now.
Yeah, last week it was not a good week for him. He couldn't get open. But neither could anybody else for the most part.
I think Bland was on him. So, Bland's a pretty damn good corner.
He is pretty good. All right, I got my head smack. What did we do? We did offense, right?
Yeah.
My head smack is fucking Zach Ertz. I know you caught a touchdown, but in games like this, when the ball hits you in the hand, dude, man,
two drops.
Two drops,
I think. Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Catch the ball.
Be better than that, Zach.
Lane had a drop too. Yeah, when it's like this, okay, the
You
only way that you can raise all boats is if you catch the ball, right? It's the only way.
I feel Jaden did his part and then some. Like I said, in 2 quarters, 191 yards, a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, no interceptions. You can't ask for better. So when he throws you a ball that hits your fucking hands, catch the goddamn thing. That's it.
How concerned are we about his injury? Did you hear the fucking shit going on in Radio Land today about how do we have an injury-prone quarterback? Do we have a quarterback that just can't stay healthy because he's so slight and narrow and thin? I just don't get that vibe. I think that quarterbacks, for the most part, they take shots. I don't know what this injury is. Is it just a hamstring pull, or is it a little fucking tweak?
That's probably just a little pull. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back to lose.
He was jogging into the fucking locker room, to go get checked out. I figured he'd be back in the game, but I think they said, you know what, we're out of the game. We can't stop it.
Appreciate it.
Coach Lombard. Come on, buddy. I've had some good discussions and arguments with our friend Coach Lombard. Good to see. He's an Eagles fan, and I mean they got off their losing streak this week in pretty good fashion, I'd say.
We won't talk about that.
We'll talk about that on Friday.
On Friday.
All right. That's my head smack right there. Zach Ertz, catch a ball when you have a chance to catch the ball. All right. Anybody else on offense you want a head smack?
Not really. You can't really.
You can't really give it to any wide receivers, can you?
I'll give a butt pat to Robbie Chosen. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was same guy. I was going to give one to Robbie Chosen. He came to play hard.
Yeah,
did his best.
Cosme, 93% pass blocking, no pressures, no QB hits, no penalties. He's back.
Who gave up the sack that got Jaden hurt?
I think he came from Chris. I think he came from Chris Paul actually.
Really? Ooh.
Oh, damn. It's because John didn't mention his ass.
I didn't mention his big ass. Dude, it looked like a giant fucking overripe tomato when he would.
Butt pats. I mean, on defense.
Defense. We got. Oh my God. Do we have any butt pats on defense? Is there anybody?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Trey Amos, the only one. That's it.
I can't do it.
No.
The rest of them terrible.
I'm blanking on his name right now. The defensive end. Fuck.
Jacob Martin.
Yeah, I'll give him one. I thought he had that was bullshit that they called him for that fucking roughing call. He never had hold of that man above the shoulders, and his helmet came off.
Yeah,
he should have been flagged for having improper equipment.
Donovan McNabb came out. I don't know if y'all saw this, but he came out.
He came out finally. Good for him. I hope he told his father, because I know his father would be proud of him.
Talking about this game and how poor the refs were, and they were one-sided for the Dallas team.
I don't like making that excuse. That's a load of crap.
It's not an excuse. We still sucked. All right, let's get to the gritty so we can get out of here before an hour's up.
All right, we got butt pats on defense. Is there anybody to butt pat on defense other than Martin and what Scotty said? Amos. Attaboy. All right, and Martin.
No.
Fucking A with these things. Martin.
Attaboy.
There. All right. Head smacks. Go ahead.
Joe Witt.
I
think Buck can stop there, man. This is squarely on Witt. There's issues. We know it.
Everybody else knows it.
Yeah.
Their offense steps out on the field and goes, good God, look at all the issues I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's issues everywhere. I can throw all over the place. Totally. Out of here. Joe Witt. What do you got there, Scotty?
Quan Martin.
Out of here. Yeah. Him and Savage, and so I'm going to go.
Listen, I like the Savage signing. I
like the signing, but he made some bad reads the other day.
He plays super hard. He makes good plays, and again, those reads might not be his fault.
You're right. Look at the 33-yard run by Javonte Williams right before the half. The one where Quan goes for a horsey ride. He went for a horsey ride. I bet you when he fell off at the 3-yard line, he got up and said, "Yay! Put another quarter in." Shit. That's my head smack. Quan.
We go to a Lattimore.
Your ass.
I'm going to go both Lattimore and Henderson.
Defensive backs. Tommy Donatello. Your ass should be at Burger King right now taking an order for a fucking Whopper from somebody who wants it their way.
Donatello should be flipping burgers. Joe Witt should be washing jock straps.
All right. We do have a top 10 that we want to get to real quick. And let me see. I got to get our top 10 music out here for the top 10. We're going to flip this thing around like that. Where'd Jesse go?
I don't know.
Oh, there he went. There he is.
He's there.
There he is. All right, we got a top 10 here, and we're going to go to the top 10. Top 10 ways the Commanders can still make the playoffs.
You actually came up with 10.
Yeah, right here on our chat today. There's no way we can come up with 10. Well, sir, number 10. Top 10 ways the Commanders can still make the playoffs. Number 10, give the defense permission to use weapons.
So that's a good point, yeah.
Whatever you want. Firearms.
Wires.
Number 9, Joe Witt must sacrifice 13 black cats at midnight on Halloween and then drink their blood for breakfast in a refreshing, nutritious smoothie. That might help. What I've read anyway. Number 8, top 10 ways that the Commanders can still make the playoffs. Send Salvatore the intern and his friends out to San Francisco to sap Robert Saleh over the head, throw him in the trunk of a car, and drag him back here.
Bring him on.
That's right. Hey, the Commanders want to talk with you. Come here. Number 7 ways the Commanders can still make the playoffs. Hand Joe Witt's duties over your grandma's antisocial chihuahua. Noisy grunt. All right, the number 6 way that the Commanders can still make the playoffs. Declare ourselves undefeated. We will allude to how many people are saying that we are the greatest undefeated team they've ever seen. It's the greatest thing in history. Famous historians, people who know. There's not many people who do know, but I know. Roger Goodell is a dear friend, and who knows, the Democrats hate us and want us, the Commanders, to lose. That's how you do it, and you just stick to it. All right, the number 5 way that the Commanders can still make the playoffs, whatever the fuck this is. I think we can give it a try. Just send that to the frickin' home office and say, hey, what's up? The number 4 way the Commanders can still make the playoffs. Just show up at the first NFC wildcard game like we belong there. Get all belligerent if somebody tries to throw us out and start a fight with the team whose locker room we steal. That sounds like a plan. Just do it. Just fucking do it. All right, number 3. To exercise the bad vibes he created, Terry McLaurin must write a lengthy personal apology to every fan on social media who is so butthurt so badly from this holdout that they have used it to blame him for everything from Commanders' defense being unable to tackle to the high price of Pepsi. You people need
starting
to
with
I 100% agree with this, especially the Pepsi part. Terry, I mean, come the fuck.
All right, Terry, get on the shit here. Come on.
9.99 12
pack. What
are you doing here?
Number 2 of the top 10 ways the Commanders can still make the playoffs. Let's see. What happened to number 2? Oh, there is no number 2. We're fucked. There's no way in hell. We've already wished the spirit of RG3 onto Jaden, and that's it. We're done. All right. And the number 1 way to make the playoffs. 2 words. Bribe Goodell.
Boom. Good plan.
Mic drop.
Number 1, 3, and 4. Perfect.
All right. So, what that does, ladies and gentlemen, is brings us to the close of our podcast. And I get to change into even more ridiculous music, right? Like that. Okay, so let me get this off the screen and bring us back to normal. And I'm lost in my shit here.
Worst podcast host.
There we go. I'm the worst podcast host on planet Earth. I can't wait till we find life. You know what? That fucking comet's coming. Before Christmas, it's going to get here, and somebody who's a worse podcast than me is going to step out of that fucking thing. Fucking Blort from Galaxy X375 is going to be... he's going to be worse than me. All right. Well, I hope we at least talked enough about the game to give you something to talk about. I'm glad for everybody stopping in and saying hello to us over there on social media and over here on YouTube. And if you are on social media, please come on over to YouTube real quick right now while we're still on. We'll say hello to you while you go over here and push the like button, the subscribe button. We've got a lot of new subscribers in the last couple of weeks, and I'm glad to see you. Welcome. We welcome all types, all kinds, all everything. You're welcome. Even Blort. Blort can come along too. We will be back on Friday at 5:30 where we will discuss the upcoming slaughter that we're going to face against the Kansas City Chiefs. Rashee Rice has already been given 2 touchdowns, so we're just and we'll also make some picks. Oh, by the way, one more. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show this here thing. Okay, this is my parlay card from last week. All right. You see this, plus 34,890. Eagles, minus 2.5, over 43.5. Ding, ding. Saints, Bears, under 45.5. Ding, ding. Panthers, over 1.5, or plus 1.5. Ding, ding. Patriots, minus 6.5. Ding, ding. Colts, minus 1.5. Ding, ding. Giants, Falcons, under 40, or what did I say there? Over 40.5. Ding, ding. And right at this point, my day was done until I got to here, and I'm looking at my fucking thing, and they are offering me quite a bit of money to cash out. And I said, you know what? I think the Falcons are going to win. And I was watching my phone, and the number kept going up and going up. And I said, when it gets to X, I'm going to cash out. And I was, and then I fell asleep. And then the fucking woke up in the morning, and I lost because the Seahawks, ding, that hit too. Holy shit.
I hate those ones. I get a lot of them. And I got one this past weekend, too, that was a pretty big one that missed by
a hair.
Leg. I missed 2 of them, but I did hit a 13.
Oh, Jesse's fading in and out right at the end of the show.
Yeah, I'm losing him.
For just money lines, and I got one. I got a good one.
Your internet's crapping out on you there, my friend. So I hope that all came through on the audio stream. By the way, if you are listening to the audio some other time other than tonight, you should come on in while we're listening live, while we're here live one time and watch us. We'll have a good time. Hey, I'm better looking than you think. It's fact. And if you're not,
we also lie a lot on this podcast.
Bye. See you Friday.